those are hard shots.
I know.
Like for them type of shots.
Yeah, I was thinking that one as well.
He always has that like bit of a not nervous energy, but like he has that like awkward kind of energy in the beginning, like real kind of twitchy energy. So I wanted to kind of, it can be hard to get a feel for distance and timing and stuff. It can be very awkward because you don't really get that much in sparring. It's kind of only in fights. So I wanted to get a good feel for how quickly he could move forward, how quickly his punches were, and how he would set up his kicks a little bit, and if he would throw them without setup. And I caught him with a nice jab there when he came in. He came a little bit close, like overreached a little bit with his left hand. I can hear you're a little bit stressed. Yeah, his kicks weren't doing anything. I didn't feel a thing, and after the fight, usually like I always feel a little bit sore. But however, the way I checked them, the one that kind of caught me off balance, I still kind of checked it, but it just timed it well. This I blitzed in there with just a light checking right hand that caught him. That might have been the one that gave him the bloody nose. I just went into the clinch to get a little bit more feel for him and see if I can kind of take a little bit of pop out of him on the clinch as well, on the fence. And so now he's really aware of his footing. He's doing a good job of like keep moving his feet, because when you stop like that, then that's where you really open up for trips and stuff and takedowns. He did a good job there. He defended the takedown, the same takedown that the trip that RDA got him with. So I tried that and see if he'd made if he'd been working on that, you know, and he has obviously. He was trying to elbow me, but I was just too close to him, and I could feel him. He was starting to breathe there. I went down for the high crotch and got well under his hips. Immediately when I get him down, I circle so that I'm cage side, which is a very strong position. If he's cage side, then it's easier for him to get up, so I can control the position a lot better there. And if he tries to scramble and stuff, I have a big advantage. There he starts like poking me with his tiny little shot, and I just kind of looked at him, and it was funny. And I look at him and smile as he's kind of punching me. And he starts laughing. He has the funniest laugh, like hee. And I immediately start laughing, and that makes him laugh even more, and it was hilarious. It's funny watching this as well, because everything happens so quickly here, but when you're in there, it's a lot slower. Like, I remember every sequence and stuff. Like it happens kind of slow motion versus when you watch it. Everything happens quite quick in real life, but you're in the zone. And I was a little bit looking for his arm there, you know. I didn't have anything at any point there, but if you would have let me got a good position, he would have had to go hard to get out of it, and that could have taken a lot out of him and opened him up for shots, or even possibly I could have finished him, but making him work from the bottom, making him work a lot, you know. Finally went for the mount. I didn't really want to rush that because I was in a great position to strike, but there was a little time left. There I could hear. I'm gonna pause this now because this is going by quite quick. So there's like 20 seconds left. I could hear my corner really well throughout the whole thing, and which is kind of new for me. Usually I don't hear them as much. I hear them and stuff, but this was super clear. Something I've been kind of working on as well. just comes with having somebody on the side when you're sparring and stuff. So there's like 20 seconds left, and I knew there was very little time left, so I could hear John going, "Gonna need 20 seconds, shots and armbar," and I was like, "Armbar? Yeah, that's a good idea. I haven't done those in a while. It's not something you go for a whole lot in MMA, but I have a very good armbar, always have, and so I don't think I would have thought of it if John didn't say that, because immediately when you see it, and again, this for me happened at a lot slower pace than it actually does, and so like it looks like when you watch it, I just fucking circle up real quick and throw my legs around and just pull his arm, but for me it was a lot more steps and a lot slower than that, and I honestly didn't know if I had the time. So shots and armbar, and I immediately set up an elbow in the head there, and then I circle up, lock out his head and his back shoulder there, and just have like a super tight armbar. Let him come half up so I can really crank him back down and break that arm free, because I had to get a quick one. I knew that. Didn't know exactly how many seconds I had, so I just went for it hard. And then I didn't see the tap, but I just felt the referee coming in and stopping, and so I knew like stop, because he's stopping the fight. And then as I turn around to sit up, I look at the corner and I can see their reaction, and then I immediately knew, yeah, he tapped, the fight is over. So that was a good moment. I can see it now actually when I'm trying to find, there was one elbow that I think it was not the elbow that I hit just before the armbar. It was like before that. It must be a sneaky one there, because there was one elbow that I hit, and I hit him like in the jaw, and I could just feel his jaw moving. Oh, there it was. I think that was it. It's a short one, but it just perfectly placed and had some weight behind it, and it was like that nasty feel, you know, and that sound of his jaw moving is could have. Yeah, I'd say he was like a tiny bit dazed probably when I go for the arm, which makes everything easier, like getting a submission when somebody is, even though they're still there, but like they're just not as dynamic and stuff, and like their timing and their overall just like physique is just damped, and they're just slower and stuff, and so. I can't remember exactly what we talked about after, but he I think he just thanked me for the fight, and like I remember saying like I thanked him for taking the fight on a relatively short notice, but then I guess my corner said later that it wasn't really a short notice, because he knew I don't know, 6 weeks, even more in advance, that D-Rod didn't have a passport or something. So, and if we would accept him, if D-Rod would fall out, and we said yes, so they probably let him know then, and he was already training. But it's still 6 weeks is not anywhere close to a full camp. So, I mean, the guy's a stud. Yeah. was a great night. Very good. Everything worked out.